So here I'm checking the strain gauge here. It's one like this. I've got it clamped in this fixture here, and it's the Fidget's 3139-0, called a micro load cell up to 100 grams. And so I've got it the setup here. So here's a different view of the setup I've got. Got a magnetic base with a tension gauge attachment. And it's set up to do horizontal and vertical. And then I've got the amplifier here that's I've just got the strain gauge fixed in this other magnetic base. And I've got the strain gauge on channel 2, and I'm just monitoring the output of channel 2 on my voltmeter. And everything is just attached to the steel plate. Here I've got a tension gauge here, and what I can do is slowly slide. I've actually got two. I've got a 0 to 10 gram, and then I've got a 0 to 100. So I'm going to start with the 0 to 10 and just apply a slight load onto the strain gauge here, and you'll be able to see the DC voltage. I've got an amplifier hooked up, so right now with no load it's running 2.18 volts of output. So I'm going to slowly apply the load here. I'm just sliding the magnetic base across. There's a dial here, but it's for this application I'm just going to slowly move it and take readings. So there's 2 grams, 2.19, 4 grams, 2.19, 6 grams, 2.2, 8 grams, still 2.2, and 10 grams, still running 2.2. I'm going to go ahead and switch this out for the heavier tension gauge. This one is a 0 to 100. And so now I can start off. I'm going to go right to 20. So I'm getting 2.26. There's 40, 2.34. 60, 2.41. 80, 2.49, and full on 100, 2.55. So I would say the resolution of this in this setup is more, in the tens of grams. So it's reading, I can distinguish 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's see, I'll go to 20 and then kick it to 30. Actually for this I'm going to lock it and use the dial. I can go to 30, 2.29, and 40. 2.31, 2.37, 2.41. Okay, that's looking pretty good. That's basically the setup. I was just interested to see what the response was of this typical strain gauge that we're using in the lab.